TikTok. So when you come on, please tell us hello, tell us how you're doing, tell us where you're from. If you are watching right this very second over on Facebook, it's likely you're watching the replay. Please put hashtag replay in the comments if you don't see that little red live button up in the corner. So today we are going to work on an arrangement for our website. We are going to do an MSU themed arrangement. So we are in a college town, and our school here is Mississippi State University, and so our colors are maroon and white, and we thought that we would make a maroon and white arrangement for our website, and so that's what we're going to work on. I do have Owen and Victoria here. They're able to read the comments on all of the platforms. So y'all ask questions. Tell me hello. Tell me how you're doing. Tell me anything. We're so excited to be able to talk to you. We're starting out with a glass container. This is a vase that we carry here at our shop. I really like it, and I've said it many times before. It is called a Rosy Posy vase, and my reasoning for liking it so much is it's a low compact, really fun to work with, and it has that flat bottom, and so when you have that flat bottom, it's easy to transport too. You don't have to worry about having a box to carry it with. You can just set it in the floorboard of your car and not have any issues with oh, and you keep jiggling every time you touch that table. You're jiggling this camera. Anyway, so we're going to get started. We are going to use this Rosy Posy. I have filled it with fresh water, a little bit of fresh flower food. Now, fresh flower food consists of a little bit of sugar, something to kill the bacteria. And so if you are at home and don't have fresh flower food, it's completely okay. You can use some sugar in your water and a couple of drops of bleach. The bleach is what's going to kill the bacteria. When having fresh flowers in your home, if you want to make them last longer, I actually put this on Facebook today. If you want to make them last longer, change out that water every other day. Give your flowers a good trim, and they'll last much longer. Remove any blooms that are spent, and you will be able to enjoy your flowers longer. I'm going to use my floral knife, which is my favorite tool. I picked these up on Amazon, and I love them. It's just a paring knife that folds, so you can drop it in your pocket, which is wonderful. I'm going to start out with some leather leaf.
Linda Sue says hi from hot Arkansas.
Oh, it's hot Mississippi too, Linda Sue. Welcome, welcome. I'm so glad you're here.
And DIY Dream Weddings UK says hello.
Hello, friend. Hello. Are we a little dark, Victoria?
Got quite a few friends on TikTok watching. Hello, everybody. Make sure you hit the like on TikTok.
Hello, guys. So glad y'all are here. Welcome, welcome. So I'm taking my leather leaf and I'm cutting those stems at an angle and I'm tucking them in. Anytime you work with foliage, be sure that you don't let that foliage hit that water line. So you see me removing some of the little pieces off the bottom. It's just because I don't need my fronds to be so large. So I am pulling off a little bit of that foliage. Now, I'm tossing mine, but you can always save these tiny pieces if you have work to do, like if you have corsages and boutonnieres or little tiny work to do, you can always save them. Put them in a little hydration chamber and they'll last for quite a long time.
Edgar says hi from Riversdale, California.
Hello, welcome, welcome. So glad you're here.
Says hi from Houston. Thank you for showing us your work. And she also followed us. Thank you, Stephanie.
Thank you for the follow, Stephanie. We appreciate that so much.
And the Lyrical Elise says she loves the new background.
Hey, Emily, thank you, thank you. We have been working on this. This has been a background that we've had. We just flipped around the room. We just turned around. And you can't see him, but we've got Osa sound asleep on this counter back here behind me. I'm going to start out with some white hydrangeas. We here at Flowers by the Bunch carry white hydrangeas all the time. What I'm going to do is I am going to remove the leaves off of the hydrangea, and I am going to cut that stem at an angle. Now the reason I like to have white hydrangeas in my cooler is because I like floral paint. I don't know about you guys, but to me floral paint is very important. It's just a great tool to have in your flower shop, and that way you can make your white hydrangeas any color you want them. I can use it and make pink ones, or I can make blue ones, or I can make antiqued ones. This in this little jar is called Quick Dip. It's a hydrating solution. I use it predominantly on hydrangeas, sometimes stock. It just helps to keep this hydrangea hydrated.
We might have to restart the Facebook Live. They're having
struggles.
It's low quality.
Okay.
And that's over
Which
here. So
one's
keep doing
Facebook?
it. Just keep recording, and I'll reset the Facebook Live.
Okay. Sorry, guys. I knew that Victoria wasn't talking. She was so quiet.
On TikTok, you've got Miss Missy saying hi from South Carolina. So thankful for your helpful advice. My mom and I have a small florist.
Oh, really, Missy? Tell us the name of your florist. If you're on any of the social media platforms, we would love to come follow you. Okay, so I tucked my hydrangeas in. Now, the reason I removed the leaves from the hydrangeas is because it helps for that water to go directly to the head of the flower versus to all of those individual leaves and then coming up to the head. So that's the reason I like to. Are we coming back?
Alma?
Yep. Hello, Facebook. I hope you can see me. I hope you can hear me. Let us know. Give us a thumbs up or a heart as y'all come back on.
Quite a few folks on TikTok are talking. We opened in December with no floral experience. We love it. You are always my go-to if I need help.
Oh, fantastic. Congratulations, friend. I'm so glad you're here.
Miss Anita asked where we are located.
We are in Mississippi, Anita. We are in Starkville, Mississippi, the home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. So therefore, this arrangement is going to be MSU colors. So it's maroon and white. So next, I'm just adding a little bit of the seeded eucalyptus because it's just needing a little something. So I'm taking my eucalyptus and I'm cutting it up. Are we doing better over on Facebook, guys? Can y'all hear me?
Miss Diane says it's much better.
Yay! I'm so sorry, Diane. Thank you for letting us know.
Boss says, hi, Monty, Victoria, and Owen. It's been a while, and I'm so happy to catch her live. Loving the new backdrop.
Thanks, guys. Thank y'all so much. So glad you're here.
And Miss Margaret Lynch is also on YouTube saying hello.
Hello, Miss Margaret. How are you?
Yeah, they're saying.
Is it so much better, guys? Good. I'm so glad y'all let us know. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so I added some pretty eucalyptus. I like to use, and I know I get fussed at a little bit, I like a hydrangea as a grid. And you'll see me often put all those flowers kind of throughout that hydrangea. Honestly, this is very pretty. You don't necessarily have to even have more flowers, but we're fixing to come in with some maroon and white flowers.
Edgar asks, what is the liquid that you use on the hydrangeas?
So this is called Quick Dip, and it is a hydrating solution. So we get it in a gallon tub. It comes in a gallon, and we just add it to a little, this is just a little jelly jar, and you can put a lid on it, and we just reuse it over and over until it doesn't look, it looks kind of yucky. We pour it out, clean out our jar, and make some new, but it's just a hydrating solution. Now, if you do not have hydrating solution, I mean, if you're not working with flowers all the time, you don't want to order any hydrating solution. You can use alum, which is a pickling alum in the it's in the seasoning section of your grocery store. That's going to just help keep those hydrangeas hydrated. This is stock, pretty white stock. I'm going to take it and just tuck it into those hydrangeas, using the hydrangea as my grid.
Miss Mary Lee wants to know how your mama's doing.
Mama's
today.
doing good. She went to the doctor today. They have scheduled a PET scan just to do some scans, but she's feeling pretty good. Thank you for asking.
Miss Pam on YouTube says catching you live today, and she's happy to be here.
Hello, Pam. Welcome. So glad you're here. Thank you for watching. Okay, so I took my stock and I kind of went with one stem to one side and the other two kind of to the other. I want it to be more of a low, longer arrangement than a taller arrangement. So I'm kind of going kind of low and compact.
Yes, Miss Kelly, the pixelation's off for me too. I'm not sure why that's happening.
I don't know what's going on with Facebook today. I'm so sorry, guys. It may be that you need to watch the replay too.
The Magnolia Tree says, I love your arrangements. How have y'all been today?
We have been great. Thank you for watching. I'm so sorry, Facebook, that it's being wonky today.
Is it still wonky right now?
Okay, these are standard daisies. So daisies are in the chrysanthemum family. Lots and lots of different varieties of mums. And so these are just a standard daisy mum. Just kind of a fun, very long lasting daisy. So I just took that stem and I cut it short and I'm tucking it low into my arrangement. Now the wonderful part about daisies that I love is that they have lots of blooms on a stem. So you can take those stems, if they're long enough, you can take those stems and break them down and tuck them in lower. Their stems aren't very long, so I'm gonna leave it intact. But a lot of times, if you have a really small, low, compact arrangement, you can take the individual blooms off the stem and just tuck those in, which is wonderful about it. Any kind of spray type of flower.
Let's see.
Miss Karen Collins says, so glad to catch you live. Your arrangements are always beautiful.
Thank you, Karen. So glad you're here. Okay, so this is called a disc bud, and I don't know if you watched my video yesterday. I had a different color yesterday. What color did we use yesterday on our disc buds? Was it lavender? Pretty lavender. We got a mixed box. So often when I order mums or I order daisies or buttons, I like to get a mixed box. So this happens to be the white variety, but our box came with a peach and kind of an orange, a white, a green, a yellow, but this white is really pretty. If you look at it close, it almost resembles a dahlia, but a much more reasonable dahlia, and it works as a good substitute in my personal opinion. So I'm going to take one of those stems and I cut it and I tucked it on one side, and I'm going to take the opposite side and tuck the second bloom on the opposite side.
Miss Stephanie's saying, come over to TikTok and watch the live there. My phone wasn't on the Wi-Fi, so that's
Is that what your problem
I put it back
was?
on, but I'm gonna have to restart live if you want to be clearer.
Okay, restart it. Try it
Okay,
again.
sorry Facebook.
Facebook, we're gonna go out and come back. Are we good?
It's fine.
It's
Are we
fine.
good?
Yes, it's
It looks
fine.
good. Okay, cool. Never
Sorry,
mind.
y'all. This has been so wonky. I apologize. Okay, next we're going to come in with our heart roses. Now, the heart roses are one of my favorite for MSU because they're a deep, deep red. They're my favorite anyway, besides the fact that they work really great for maroon. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my roses and I am going to wire the stems. This is an arrangement we will photograph, get on our website, but I'm just going to tuck it in the front cooler for sale.
Miss Missy says hello. She's using her business page called McCain's Flowers. She owns a flower shop.
Hello, Missy. Thank you for being here. I'm so thankful you're here.
And Miss Amy followed us as well.
Hey, Amy. Welcome.
And Stephanie says these are beautiful.
Oh, thank you so very much. Now, a lot of times, I was talking about floral paint. A lot of times, if you have just a traditional red rose, you can take some burgundy colored paint and paint those roses and pop them with a little bit of burgundy. And a lot of times that's what we have to do. The problem with burgundy, the problem with MSU or maroon colored flowers is it's a fall color, so it's hard to find maroon this time of year or all the time.
Miss Denise asks, do you get your flowers on the same day each week?
We get the majority of our flowers on the same day, yes. We have them shipped in mostly on Mondays. Now, if I need to make a special order, I absolutely can. I get 95% of my flowers from a company called Budsy. And so the majority of our flowers are going to come in on Mondays. So I'm just taking each of my stems. I've got a piece of florist wire. I tucked it into that calyx, and then I'm wrapping it around that stem.
McLean's Flowers says we're getting ramped up for football season as well. She lives near Clemson.
Clemson, okay. Yep, it's that time of year, isn't it?
Miss Cheryl says she's taking care of herself. She's happy to catch you live. Taking care of herself and her husband has become a full-time job. She's glad she's able to catch you today. She says hopefully your mama is doing well and that her second will have good results, and asks, is Micah adjusting well at school? How about his mom and dad? And Owen, do you miss your baby brother?
Lots of good questions. Thank you, thank you. Mama is doing really well. She's having a good week this week. Thank you so much for your prayers and all of that, because we need as many as we can get. So she is, and then what were the other questions? Micah's doing great at school. He has been practicing. He's a soccer player, and this is his first year. He's a freshman in junior college, and so he's playing soccer. And he's doing great. Actually, Jason spoke with him today, so he's doing good. What else? Owen, do you miss Micah?
Sure.
Not really.
He's not too far away.
He's really not too far away. We're actually going to get to watch him play soccer on Saturday, so we're really excited. So this is a heart rose. All of these roses in here are heart roses, and we talked about this yesterday. I want to blow this rose and show you how open a rose can get. So I like to blow a rose. I'm not going to reflex it and open it completely up, but I'm just going to take my finger and very carefully take it and run it into the petals and just kind of open those petals up. Now, the heart rose looks a lot like a garden rose when it opens completely up. And if you want it to really look like a garden rose, pull those center petals out so that you can see all the little seeds on the inside, or the little, I don't know what you call those. Correct me. Tell me what that's called.
Margaret,
but it really opens really big and pretty.
Margaret Lynch says, just loved your beautiful wedding you did.
Thank you, Miss Margaret. And we are sending off your bows today, Miss Margaret. They are on the way, so we're going to take them to the post office this afternoon. Thank you for your order.
Miss Mary Lou says, like the background, are you in a different part of the flower shop?
We're in the same room, we just flipped. So this is actually a countertop, and so we just flipped around. Usually the camera itself is up against this counter, and so that's why. These are mums. These are button mums, and actually Callie, they're really a plum color, and Callie painted them with a touch of maroon. So you see how the maroon really kind of worked really well.
Miss Anna Gardner followed us.
Thank you for the follow.
Miss Stephanie asked, are those more expensive than Freedom Red Roses?
I have them on a standing, so I don't think from Budsy they're a whole lot more expensive. I think they fall right there into the cost of roses. I don't think they're a whole lot. They're not like a garden rose expensive.
Valerie Snow says, watching from Dublin, Ireland. Love watching your arrangements. It gives me lots of inspiration.
I'm so glad you're here, Valerie. Thank you for watching.
And Pam Ellis says, watching from North Carolina while waiting for Hurricane Debbie. Everyone stay safe.
Be careful, friend. We are praying for y'all. Okay. So it's just kind of a pretty mixed arrangement. To finish this arrangement, we are going to add some chamomile or feverfew. And I am going to take it and I am just going to break it into smaller pieces. Now the foliage never looks the greatest on it, so go ahead and anytime the foliage doesn't look pretty, just pull that off. It's completely okay. You are not hurting that flower to remove that foliage. So I'm just taking each stem, stripping it off, and tucking that right in. It's funny how it kind of grows. This kind of dipped down. Mm-hmm. I love feverfew though. It smells pretty. It looks pretty. It looks so gardeny. It makes me happy.
Mm-hmm. Miss Valerie Barnes says, hello, Monty. Lovely to catch you. Watching from near Cookstown, Northern Ireland.
Thank you for being here, friend. I'm so thankful you're here.
The Lyrical Lily says it's so dainty.
Thank you, Emily. Thank you. Yeah, I tell you, it's all about your foliage often that kind of makes it dainty looking. And that filler flower.
Natasha on YouTube says, Lonnie, I enjoy watching you. You give me great inspiration.
Oh, I'm so glad. Thank you so much for being here. I'm kind of rearranging a little bit. So when you get those flowers in and in that arrangement and you feel like it needs to be rearranged, feel free to do that. Goodness, I can't get that stem down in there.
Oh, they're saying it's beautiful.
Thanks, guys. Thank you. Thank you.
Miss Gloria says, glad to catch you live. We are on the West Coast. It is so cool today, which is a nice break from the heat.
Oh, I tell you, I was telling Callie today, I said, August is tough. August is the hottest month of the year in Mississippi. July's pretty rough, but August is hot. Hot, hot, hot. Hot is not fun, is it?
Miss Carolyn Lawson asks, how much are your pots like the one behind you, just the pot?
So these are all pots and containers that I have picked up. Is that what she's talking about, or is she talking about the urn?
I was thinking the urn, but...
Where is... Y'all can see me. Okay, I was going to say, because TikTok can't see it. This urn actually is just a rental. So we purchased those from it's a truck, a wholesale truck that came by. I want to say that I might have paid $35 or so. If you like that type of container though, you can find those at Sims Pottery, I believe, but this is kind of a resin. But we use them for rentals. I've got 2 or 3 of them that we use for rentals.
Dream DIY Weddings on YouTube says it's very pretty.
Thank you guys. Thank you so very much. Okay, so the flowers that we used include white hydrangeas, white stock, white standard daisies, white disc buds, which is another type of chrysanthemum. Lots of mums in this arrangement. I used a plum colored mum, which is a button mum that Callie popped with a little bit of maroon to help kind of give it that maroon color. And then we used heart roses. The foliage we used included leather leaf and seeded eucalyptus, and then the filler was the feverfew or the chamomile. Now this is an arrangement that you could absolutely add ribbon to. Like I could see us doing kind of our, hey Owen, you see the polka dots, the maroon and white polka dots? I think to make it more of a fun college theme or a fun young person theme or even birthday or what have you, we have kind of a maroon with the polka dots. And so I think it's always fun to add just a touch of ribbon to an arrangement, especially if it's going to someone for a fun occasion. So I'm just going to put a couple of loops of ribbon, and I think it does pull that maroon.
Miss Becky says hi from Carthage, Mississippi. And she
Hey,
says Hail
Becky.
State. And McLean's Flowers says she's had a hard time pricing arrangements. Do you have any tips? It's so difficult.
Okay, it is all about the cost of the flowers themselves. So send me a message over on Facebook and I will tell you exactly how I do flower math and tell you step for step. That might help you. It's kind of hard on here to give you all those details, but I'm happy to send you a step-by-step on, and anybody who's interested, I'm happy to tell you exactly how we price out flowers to make sure that we make a profit. It's important that you make a profit, and it's important that you find flowers that you can get at a very reasonable cost, but still pass that cost over to your client. So I just made a fun little whimsy bow with the maroon and white. We also have, in the Mississippi state, we have football ribbon and all those kind of things. But I think it's kind of fun not to necessarily go just football. You want to go kind of fun and whimsy. And I know that the bow's not for everybody, and we wouldn't put it in unless you asked. It's just kind of a fun. All right, and there is our finished look. If you like ribbon, we also have ribbon on our website. And our website on Facebook is pinned to the top of the page. I think it's also pinned on Instagram and, on YouTube and on TikTok. But we do have lots of fun ribbons to choose from. Are there any more questions, guys?
Not over here.
Natasha has a question
Oh.
on YouTube.
I see that. Monty, do you have a mentorship she would love to learn from you?
We are working on a few things, so give us just a little while, and we're working on a few things to try to kind of figure out how it would be nice to be able to teach. So give us just a little bit and look for the announcement, but we're working on a few things.
We do have a video coming out in like 10 minutes or so. After this live, it'll be up. So it'll
Over
be up on YouTube.
Yes. So we have a brand new video that'll post on YouTube this afternoon. So y'all be on the lookout for that. If you have any questions about how we do things here at Flowers by the Bunch, y'all, we are so happy to answer any questions. We love questions. And so we're so happy to answer. Thank y'all for being here. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up or a heart. That way other people can see us. Over on Facebook, be sure to sprinkle this video so your friends could see it. We will be back in the morning at 8 o'clock with a devotion. So y'all come back over on Facebook at 8 o'clock in the morning for our devotion, and then we'll make some pretty flowers tomorrow afternoon. Thanks, guys.